On today's episode of The Zoo, Elizabeth Grullon and Michael Campion. Let's get crazy. Out of our cages, it's The Zoo. Welcome to The Zoo. Dennis, let's just do a little one. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Wow. No, what? Because you're sitting down, you won't do it for real.
No.
By the way, you're not wearing any socks?
I'm not wearing any socks.
Oh my God.
He's showing a little skin. He's getting
he's showing a little skin.
Little
You know what?
sexy
I'm
on
not
this
even
today.
liking how this outfit looks without the socks. I don't.
No, that's good. You kind of look like an undercover Republican, which brings us to today's big deal. Okay, guys, I'm gonna put on my glasses for this because we're gonna talk a little bit of politics. So I don't want to let people into my soul because like you attract demons when you talk about political stuff. So
And I'm sure the devils are watching this show.
of course they're called the politicians. So it's 2020. You guys know that there's gonna be a presidential election this year.
I've heard a little bit about it.
I honestly forgot that it's this year. It's in November. I'm not kidding you.
up.
I'm not kidding you. But I know that it's like I've been getting stuff in the mail.
But you don't vote, do you?
I do. I do take it very seriously.
You know, because I do the ¿cómo se llama? The mail-in ballot. So I already voted for I did my primary vote. I love sitting down with my coffee Sunday morning.
I always get it in the mail, and then I always end up going to the voting site.
I got it this week and I threw it out.
Okay, you don't want to
I
vote.
always think
I threw it out.
Like,
Yeah, I said
want
it.
this,
I
but-
threw
No,
it
say,
out.
I actually, not only am I not judging you, I actually respect someone who knowingly says, you know what?
Yeah.
There's nothing there that
Listen.
calls to me. Everyone go ahead and decide for me.
My fan's in prison. You can't vote either, so we're in the same boat. I have my own problems to focus on. It's
Right.
too much. I know there's a candidate, I think Marianne, who did some witchcraft.
I like
She was
you
witch-
kidding me?
I was
Marianne
intrigued at that
Williamson.
point, but no, I'm not voting. I don't want to get involved. I'm minding my own business. I'll vote for American Idol and the X Factor, and that's it.
That's funny. Now, when you say that around people who are really politically inclined, do they get mad at you?
Yes.
But
They
this
do.
is what I understand. This is what people, because I'm very political in terms of informing me. I've actually become kind of agnostic in meaning like I'm an independent, always have been.
Okay.
I get Trump is evil and all these other things, but the left also has their insanity going on,
Right.
censorship this, and you can't, I just can't. So for me, I'm just choosing candidates that speak to me. So
Right.
I have been supportive of Marianne Williamson, Tulsi Gabbard, and
Is that
Andrew
the
Yang.
one who did the witchcraft?
I just know
Yeah,
she's a
she
witch,
does the
and I
crystals.
loved Hocus Pocus.
Why would
so
she
that's
do
all I
does
knew.
no, she's new agey. She's amazing. Hear her talk.
But she's not in it anymore.
Yeah, because
Okay.
she doesn't have a.
She didn't put enough in the cauldron, so now
Right.
she's out
Yeah.
of the election.
Like
sure
Michael
middle
Bloomberg.
America's
Michael
voting for
Bloomberg is
her.
like just tossing things into the
Right.
cauldron. But the thing is that. God, I forgot my point. Oh,
What speaks to you?
Candidates that don't have a chance. So for me, and then people get mad. They're like, no, you got to choose between the Republican candidate Trump or the Democratic candidate, whoever that may be. Whoever that may be, you got to give. It's like, you know what? You decide for me. You get to go ahead and choose, but I'm just gonna put my vote behind somebody that calls to me. And right now, the mainstream candidates don't. They all seem like liars.
I
It
don't
seems
even
like
know
you're
who the
choosing.
non-mainstream ones
I
are.
believe that you're choosing between liars and liars. I don't want to choose between liars and
I
liars.
think is very adorable.
Who? the gay guy. The gay
yes.
guy.
Oh, he's doing good.
Is that how you
I
pronounce
want him
his
to
name?
turn the White House into the bathhouse. So maybe he does have my vote, actually.
Are you gonna get behind innuendo aside? Are you gonna get behind Pete Buttigieg?
I mean, I didn't even.
You don't even know.
I know who he is,
He's
but
a
I want to
mayor.
know what he
He is
stands
a mayor.
for. I'm not just gonna vote
He's
blindly.
actually a very middle of the road, bland Democratic candidate, which in some ways would make me feel comfortable. But then I don't know who, because he's sucking up to billionaires. Like, so he's had 40 billionaires
40 billionaires.
contribute to his cause.
Oh, okay.
So
I was about
what
to say.
Bernie Sanders and people like that are calling out is, and AOC calls it out because they only take small donations. That's actually something I respect about the two democratic socialists in our government. But they call him out for being a Democrat who is basically bought off by billionaires. Because there's a lot of
But I
Democrats.
feel all these politicians are being
are.
bought
It's
out
all
by
corrupt.
corporations and this and that. I'm like, who are they to start talking crap? Look at what's been going on in the White House
I'm
with
telling
the
you,
impeachment.
it's a bunch of liars calling each other liars.
I don't know
bro.
about liars versus liars,
No, they
but it's
are.
like
They've
very
all-
childish.
It's so corrupt.
It is very childish, and I'm sure Elizabeth Warren is going crazy over it. Or what's the lady that ripped up the papers?
Oh, that's
Nancy
Nancy Pelosi.
Nancy Pelosi, her, yeah. She must be going crazy at the,
Well, no, she's
I know this is a
because
controversial.
Trump didn't get impeached.
I feel like
Well,
this is
she
a
knew that was gonna
controversial take. I don't know, as a game animal, about LGBT visibility. Like this is our time, but I'm not sure if the other countries in the world would respect us if we had a gay president.
Really?
I think I really do think that. I think that I could see a lot of countries in the
I
Middle
gotta
East.
take off my glasses. Wait a minute.
I'm
Hold
making
on.
the glasses
Get on
come
me.
off. Only because I feel like a lot of
You don't
countries in
think
the
so?
Middle East, you think the leaders of Iran are going to respect a gay president? I feel like we're still not
brought up a
there.
good
Aren't all those
Yeah.
leaders in the Middle East a little on
Under
the DL?
yeah.
Yeah, well, underneath the burqa. Wink.
No, but that's actually an interesting point. The thing about Pete Buttigieg, he has a military record. Like I said before, he's pretty moderate. So they actually had a video of
him doing
woman.
what?
No, relax.
Because I'm serious. They always, I don't know how in the world, every time that somebody's going up for office, they take out all of their dirty laundry. And I'm like, who in the world, how do they get this
The
done?
only gay sex tape I want to see from a politician is from Mike Pence. That is something I'll watch, because it's out there.
That's
I will have the
hilarious.
popcorn and popping in my mouth.
That's hilarious. But there was a video that they came out the other week of, they were during the Iowa caucuses, all right? And
I know.
There was an old lady that gave her vote to Pete Buttigieg. Did you see this?
Yeah,
and
and
then
she
when
took it
the
back.
staff member that explained that he was going to be the first possibly gay candidate or nominee for the Democratic Party, this little white old lady goes, wait, you mean he's gay? And she goes, yeah, he has a husband. Wait, he's married to a man. Can I have my vote back?
Oh, man.
You saw that?
I did see that.
Crazy.
Who are you voting for?
The person that called, I said the people that I've supported this year, Tulsi Gabbard, Andrew Yang, and Marianne Williamson, they're all, Andrew Yang's still in the race. It's not that I agree with everything they say. In fact, if you go, I disagree with a lot of each candidate. I think Andrew Yang's a little, he has some crazy thoughts about, a universal basic income. I'm not going to get into it because we have 1 minute. There's a lot of things that Tulsi's done that I don't necessarily agree with, but I like where she's coming from on ending wars and all that stuff. And she has a military record. I always respect veterans that served in the army but are against wars because they have credibility. And I like the fact that Marianne Williamson is new agey and spiritual, and she wasn't afraid to put it out there.
And she'll come get you on a broomstick.
Totally. But I think where the Democrats are afraid of Bernie. They're afraid of Bernie winning.
Oh my God, that old man is gonna croak before he gets into office.
Actually, he looks like he has the most energy out of anybody.
But él está bien viejo.
Yes, super old. The guy that's losing it is Joe Biden. No, it's going to come down.
He looks old. You know what I'm saying?
It's going to come down between Biden, Elizabeth Warren, and Bernie Sanders. But
they love going to war at those Democratic debates.
I think it's
remember
gonna be
that time
Bernie.
that she told him off in front of the thing. And
yeah,
she was like,
but that was a little stage. Like CNN knew that was going to happen. They had the close up. They got the audio. That was weird. I'm not a Bernie supporter, but I like him as a person. The whole Democratic Party though is completely embattled with him. They do not want him to be the nomination.
Well, my neighbor wants him. He already has a little sign on his
because he has student debt, doesn't he?
I don't know.
Because Bernie's going to forgive student debt. Hey, let's go 2 snaps up to forgiving student debt, no matter what side of the aisle you're on. Ready?
Okay.
No, we got to do it at the same time. Let's do it right. Ready?
Okay.
2 snaps up to... No, wait. 2 snaps up to eliminating student debt. Ready?
Okay.
We're going to be back on the Zoo. We got some stuff. I think we went on and talked to the people from Gentefied. Stay tuned. Peace. And vote or don't vote. It's up to you.
I say vote.
Zoo with a couple people, one of whom is voting, one of whom is not. And like I said, some of the smartest people, the most spiritual people that I know actually don't vote anymore. And you know what? I always say this because I was very political about 10 years ago. I couldn't sit next to a Republican without causing a fight. Now I can sit next to anybody and just, this person doesn't know what the hell they're talking about. But they say that politics, people think that politics is a high form of intelligent conversation, but it's really the middle road. It's really philosophy, spirituality, science. That's really the high end. I think politics is muddy. So it's people that are very political.
Such a time everybody's
they think
so
they're smarter than
divided that it's like, you know what I mean? I don't want to. I'm all about unison, making people happy. So it's very hard with one. You hear somebody says one thing about who they're voting for.
Oh my goodness! All hell breaks loose.
But you know what? I feel. But I'll tell you what.
People start unfollowing you on Facebook.
Oh, I know. That's right. No, I used to actually be very political on social media, and now rarely do I say anything.
I do not like saying anything about.
See, what I think is so interesting about politics on social media is I think that most people only choose to follow what they believe in, and what that creates is that you're living in your own bubble. And you're not
everybody lives in their own bubble, of course.
No, but that's actually, that's part of the reason we've been really, really polarized. Look, I'm a student of history, and I remember when I was a kid in the 90s, young people were just against power, right? You couldn't, you ask us Republican, Democrat, we couldn't tell, oops, bleep. Republican, Democrat, we couldn't even tell you. We just know who's in charge, we're against them. We're suspicious, which I think is healthy.
I just think there was a donkey and an elephant.
But and I couldn't even tell you. But now, I think that what happened is the George W. Bush, the early 2000s one, the one that took us to Iraq, we started getting really divided then. Remember his second term? Are you old enough to remember?
I remember that, yeah.
Then Obama came in and there was more, and now Trump. So I think after Trump, whenever that is.
Broke loose.
No, I think we're all going to come back together. I think we're going to be like, We're just
I
gonna
don't
be
know.
like,
Imagine if he does go up for a second term.
no, but if he wins the second term, then we're gonna have to wait for 2024 to unite.
We're just gonna have to wait out till we'll get along.
That's
We're
what's
gonna have to
happen.
wait it out.
People are
Everybody's
just
gonna get along anyway, anytime when it comes to politics.
But I know, no, but I think people can just, they gotta take a deep breath. They gotta just just let some things go. But I think that post-Trump, people are gonna exhale. We're gonna go back to like the 80s and 90s when Democrat, Republican, we can't even tell the differences. Like we have other things to worry about, you know what I'm saying? But right now, I think we need to go through this.
But it's so weird because the general public now is so aware of what's going on. Like, I didn't even know.
But they get it through a filter.
Wait, what
like
didn't you know?
I didn't know anything. I was like, I'm in the pizza party. I didn't even know Democratic or Republican.
He's a pizza party. But here's the thing. They get.
I'm in the sausage party.
Yeah. Well, this is the sausage party zoo episode right now. I think that what happens though is everyone gets the news through a filter, so they'll get some of the news, not the news that goes against their narrative, and then the other side gets the opposite. They get the stuff that fits their narrative.
Right.
The other stuff doesn't.
Everybody's in their own bubble.
And there's a lot of gray areas that get skipped
And I
over.
hate it when people act like they know it all. I'm like, really? You know so much. Oh my goodness, you're so intelligent. You're so much better than me. Like,
Some people
you're
have
gonna
really-
tell me how to vote.
Everybody
and
thinks they're a political analyst.
Yes.
I'm like, you work at Denny's. Like, you know what I mean? All of a sudden, what do you know? I mean,
Okay, but you know what? Segue.
nothing wrong working at Denny's, by the way.
They could be one of our sponsors.
Segue to our next segment where we have Maria took some time to hang out with people from the new show called Gentefied, which has a little bit of a political edge to it because it's talking about gentrification, and it's something that we're experiencing a lot here in Los Angeles and Miami, where I'm from. It's also happening. And check it out. It's the cast of Gentefied.
Hola, soy Joaquín Cosío y aquí estamos en Keep It Real.
I'm Carlos Santos, and I'm also ready to keep it real. So let's do it.
El gentrificado es gente del barrio.
No, al revés. What kind of beer they drink, that's how you can tell. You want me to keep it real? The hat you wear. Hat and beer, that's it.
Pues sí.
That's how I judge people, mostly. First, you gotta put yourself out there. I would say Craigslist is the best way to really promote yourself.
No salgas muy pronto, muy rápido la
Right.
primera noche.
You wanna stick your head out the window at first at 9 p.m., then at midnight, and then at 3 in the morning, and then you kind of write down what you observe.
Sé amable con tus vecinos.
We should bake them something, cocinarles algo, right? O hacerle un
Invítales algo, sí.
pastel, just leave it by the door or knock on it. And then when you're like, hey, what's up? And you're like, hey, what do I need to know? What's el chisme?
No es comida mexicana. No es comida mexicana. Oye, ¿tú estás seguro que es mexicano?
I'm more Mexican than all y'all.
And don't forget to leave a review. And if you don't like the food, don't tell anybody, cabrón.
Oh my goodness, we are finally adding a little estrogen to the show. Goodness gracious. We got Miss.
I had some.
Maybe you had some last night. I don't know. But right now we've got Elizabeth Grullon joining us in our lovely couch. How are you, sweetie?
I'm amazing. Thank you so much for having me.
Of
We're
course.
excited to have you.
So you guys saw the trailer of Roadhead, right?
Yes.
Okay,
you
so
see it?
well, here's the thing. Before I hadn't seen the trailer yet, and I'm like, guys, Roadhead. Is it a reference to Roadhead?
That was
Am I
my
getting it?
autobiography in middle school.
Yeah.
Is there an innuendo? And then I realized that when you watch the trailer, you guys actually run into a couple of severed heads.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's both. It's a double entendre.
Right.
Yeah. So there's heads on the road.
Right.
Okay.
And then there's Roadhead.
Right.
Oh.
Implicit.
Which apparently you had a much more exciting time in middle school than I did.
I'm cultured.
He's from Long Island.
Cool.
Well, and so tell us a little bit more about the movie and your character.
So the movie's about a group of 3 people. I really can't even call them friends. It's my character and her best friend and his new boyfriend, who I hate. So it's the 3. I'm kind of crashing their couples retreat weekend, and we head out to a lake to hang out, boat, beautiful sunshine, water, all of that. And we arrive to find out the lake is actually completely dried up due to global warming.
So political, honey.
Yeah, oh, we go there. Yeah, it's actually kind of amazing in that way. Like, there's a lot of crossover, and it's a slasher comedy, so it's scary, but it's really funny and lighthearted. But we also layer in a lot of,
message.
it's pretty modern. Yeah, we definitely have a point of view.
But how do you run into the heads? And can you give away what the heads are about, or is that just like?
Is that from global warming too?
No, that's a different threat.
Okay.
Which is what the movie's about. Yeah. So I don't want to give away too much, but basically it's a slasher movie.
Okay.
So
There's a slasher.
yeah, like we're on the run.
And this is on the desert?
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna start guessing. Everyone take a turn guessing what cut off the heads, all right? And someone from the cartel.
Oh no.
Okay.
Chainsaw. Local congressman.
Yeah, there we go.
The boyfriend you didn't like.
No.
Okay.
No. All
girl you
bad
rejected.
guesses. Terrible guesses.
No, my guess was good. It just wasn't right. Okay,
No,
it was a good guess.
Good point. No, there's a crazy man chasing
Okay.
us throughout the whole movie,
Oh.
and that's.
Does he have a mask on?
Yes, he does. So he's a masked killer.
Okay.
Some people are into that. Anything goes these days.
You're right.
You know what? Can I just give away a little bit more about your personal life right now, because I feel like she'd be like a good person to bounce this off.
I'm nervous, but sure.
Okay, so he's the Nikki, don't look at me with that face.
I was sworn to secrecy. But
Really?
Go ahead. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, this person doesn't exist, but let's
Yeah.
just say he went out on a guy, and then he went out with a guy, and then he found out that the guy had a girlfriend, because you're dealing with something similar in the car, where you went out with a guy, and then he has a boyfriend, right? Is that what's happening?
No.
You had a boyfriend in the car. In the car.
Totally different production. Sorry, Humberto. Yeah.
You mentioned that you had a boyfriend in the car.
No.
And he had a
My
boyfriend.
friend has a boyfriend.
I am done. I am literally. That's.
Don't have the guy watch this episode.
I won't. I
No,
promise.
that's not what's happening. So it's we're just friends.
Yeah.
It's just me and my best friend.
That's
and
in
he's-
Roadhead too.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, maybe. But in your situation, it seemed like somebody had a little bit of an identity crisis, or
Or he's just not a
Or
cheater.
maybe they know themselves too well.
Yeah.
Dun, and the plot thickens, and also something else.
Yes, I agree. Yeah.
I'm 100% Dominican, but I was born in New York.
What part of New York?
Queens.
Hey.
In Flushing Hospital, as a
Okay.
matter of fact. Yeah,
Nice.
I grew
I'm
up
from New
out
York,
by
too.
JFK. Really? Well, hello.
So,
Where are
yeah.
you from?
Staten Island.
Okay.
We're
Hey, roll your
neighbors.
eyes.
Sure. No, did I roll my eyes?
No, he
No,
did.
I
I
didn't
did.
mean to. Okay.
Yeah, most people do when I say Staten Island.
Yeah. Is that New York?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
What was that?
I don't know, just me.
Is that what happens when someone from Staten Island finds their way to another borough when they say, where are you from? Staten Island. They go.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the shingles of it all.
Oh my goodness.
So the three of you are New Yorkers. You're New Jersey.
I'm from New
that
Jersey. I'm
counts.
close to New York City, bro.
Yeah.
I'm like, to me, Staten Island is New York. I don't have any grudge against it, you know? It's just,
Yeah,
it's
we're
all the same thing. Yeah.
You know, and
Long Island, Staten Island, it's all a big island.
Exactly. And I left when I was still pretty young, and I grew up in Florida.
Oh, what part?
So Orlando.
Oh, okay.
Miami, right?
Yeah, I'm from Miami. You hear the accent?
No, but you mentioned it earlier.
Oh, okay, cool.
But
All right.
yeah, I mean-
You're a good listener. You're listening.
I'm here.
She's an actress.
But here's the
She
thing about you
has
have
to
an amazing
respond.
yes.
Yes.
You have an amazing look though, because you almost look like Middle Eastern, Egyptian, Turkish thing going on. You look like a model from that area. No one's ever told you that? No one's ever cast you for, like
I don't know if I've ever gotten Egyptian Turkish.
like
That's
North
kinda
African
cool.
or Middle Eastern or Arab?
Yeah.
In Northeast African, I get a lot. So people usually think I'm Ethiopian. I look very Ethiopian or Eritrean. But yeah, 100% Dominican. But of course, the history of the Dominicans is,
right.
there was a lot of mixing
Of
going
course,
on.
that's all
so-
of Latin.
Well, I'm Cuban. I did my
Anything.
genealogy. I just want you guys to know,
Oh.
5% West African
Wow.
Really?
from Ghana.
Are you kidding me? Really?
That's beautiful.
Okay.
And
wow.
then another like 5% from North Africa because, Spanish, Cubans,
Sure.
there's a lot of that Middle Eastern stuff like
Okay.
that. And then 2% Native American and the rest Spanish, Portuguese.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Have you done Have you done your genes?
Fantastic. So I really, really want to. I haven't done it yet, only because I feel like I'm paying a corporation to give them all my
To have your
information.
DNA. I know. I didn't think
I
about
don't
that. by the time I
mind.
did it.
I'm like,
that.
what other way am I gonna find out?
I know.
where
I'm gonna
from?
give in because I need to know. I bet you I'm quite North African.
But you know what? This is what's gonna happen. They're gonna be like, she's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and clone her. Let's just make.
Oh
and
my
then you're gonna be
gosh.
walking around. You're gonna be running into yourself.
Wow, that would be weird. I wouldn't be okay with that.
Do you remember the movie The Prestige?
No.
Okay, there's a scene. I'm just gonna spoiler alert. There's a scene where this guy he steps into like this transportation. You remember The Prestige? Who was the guy? Hugh Jackman.
I've
Hugh
never
Jackman.
seen it. No, sorry.
The
Okay,
Prestige.
Hugh Jackman and Christian Bale. He duplicates himself, and when he duplicates himself, the machine he gets a gun and he shoots himself. That's a spoiler. And
that's kind of like that Will Smith movie that came out last year.
There's two of us. One of us has got to go. I know that's weird. It's weird that I even.
I'm not okay with a clone. I'm not okay with the clone of me.
Okay, we're gonna
She
come
would
back.
have to go down.
This is why This is why I only watch Hugh Jackman films where he sings and dances.
Or wear his shirts off.
I like that one. Yeah, that's my kind of Hugh Jackman movie.
All right, we're gonna be back with Elizabeth Grullon, so stay right here in the zoo because we're gonna talk about Party of Five. We are back on the zoo with Elizabeth Grullon.
I like. Ooh, yeah.
And pose.
See that?
Ooh, I like that.
So you're on Party of Five.
Yes, I am.
Tell us about it.
Yes, I play Teresa Sullivan. We call her Sully. So yes, Sully, she's incredible. She's an activist for illegal immigrants and, you know, just really speaking on behalf of those people. And the show does an incredible job of exploring in a very real way, you know, what a lot of those folks are dealing with. So it's quite an honor to play a Dominican, you know, compassionate warrior. It's
Do you
pretty
relate
cool.
to Sully in terms of activism?
You know, I don't take it as far as she does. She's incredible. She's somebody who her priorities are like, she's really in service to the people. And I aspire to be more that way. I definitely care about people and I care about, you know, the different struggles of the Latino community.
Sure.
And my whole thing is that whether or not somebody is here legally or illegally, they don't cease to be a human being.
Right.
You know, like I've noticed lately in the political climate, it's like there's like a harsh kind of attitude toward it. Like, well, you should have thought of that before you came over here illegally.
Right. Oh,
like as if by doing that or making that choice, those people, like we can close our heart. And so I'm very passionate about that, like keeping that sense of heartfulness or that sense of humanity. Like we can disagree, we can all vote however we want to vote, but let's not pretend they're not human beings, because they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they contribute, you know. Nobody comes
Big
here
time.
like without wanting to better their life. So, you know, the compassion is big. And so Party of Five is getting like acclaim. It's been getting good reviews. And
Yes, I believe it has 95, 96%, something like that on Rotten Tomatoes.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful show.
It is a beautiful
The
show. And where
can
writing
people
is
catch it?
gorgeous.
Freeform.
On Freeform,
Yeah.
on Wednesday nights, tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Can we talk about the Star Wars collection?
yeah.
Because you're in a Star Wars video game.
I am.
okay, he knows more about Star Wars than me.
Yeah.
I was telling her like I watched the movies, but I like check out halfway through it. I can't tell you who's named what, you know?
Sure. Yeah. No, it's super exciting.
And I read that you have an action figure.
I do.
You have an action
Like
figure.
in sale in a store.
I should have brought it.
You should have.
Can I just say something? This is a good segue where I'm just not going to be out of place that I say this because he's saying you have an action figure.
Okay.
You have a beautiful figure. Can I just say that? Is that okay?
Sure.
Are you like a swimmer or
Is that
something?
still allowed?
Yeah. Are you like a swimmer or
Does
something?
he have your consent for that compliment?
Right? Exactly. I love to swim. I'm a Cancer. We were talking about our signs earlier. I'm a water sign, so I'm like a big
Wait,
fish.
oh, wait, you're a Cancer, sorry.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you what sign you were.
Like if there is an ocean nearby, I'm gonna try to get in.
But I think it's the Caribbean in you, don't you think?
Totally.
Yeah, because I'm like, my family's from the coast too, from Colombia, and I love being around the ocean.
Really?
Yeah.
What's
I'm
your
drowning.
sign?
I'll call you both.
Aquarius. I'm an air sign though. You would think that it's water, but no, it's air. It's
Yeah,
air.
for me it's just like all signs point to the ocean. But yeah, I love to swim. I love to dance. I like to dance salsa, merengue, bachata,
rico.
do a little yoga, like that kind of
And
thing.
you meditate a lot too.
I do.
Wait. I want to get to the
we don't wanna
meditating.
get
We
off
gotta
the-
finish the
yeah.
action figure thing.
Yes.
Explain the action. So you said you're the Inquisitor.
So
what
I'm
does
the
that mean?
second sister.
Okay.
Of the Jedi?
Oh, it's so exciting that I can talk about this because I worked on the game for a year in total secrecy.
Oh my gosh.
I couldn't talk about it with anybody.
Where did you guys do all of the motion capture and all that stuff? Here in LA?
Yeah, down in Culver City.
Oh, cool.
In this big, like it's kind of like this room, but 5 times as big, and there's just cameras in every nook and cranny of the
5
room.
times as big. What? Yeah, I know. We're trying.
No, it's
That's Star Wars money.
not that.
It is a Star Wars money.
That's like
Disney
intergalactic
paycheck.
money.
Yeah.
Was that here in
We
LA
just
or in
need
San
more
Francisco?
space because there's a lot of it. It was here. It was here. We did go down to I went down to San Diego though to do the facial scan, which was like
really?
the first step. But yeah, I played the second sister, so an Inquisitor, a Jedi hunter. She used to be a Jedi Padawan, and then she turned to the dark side. So I have, a black helmet, a floor-length black robe, a double lightsaber, and my action figure has all those things. And
Just
yes,
wait,
it's
people
in
gonna
stores.
dress up
You
at
can
you
go buy it.
as you at Comic-Con.
They already are. It's pretty awesome.
Wait, but when you're on set or doing the motion capture, like, are you actually holding like a lightsaber, like a heavy thing, or is it all animated? Like,
So they actually we work with like foam.
okay,
You know, so we can't really hurt each other.
gotcha.
There's also no such thing as a lightsaber in real life.
Don't break his heart,
Sorry,
please.
Stallion.
Now let me ask: have people started dressing up as you at Comic-Con?
Yes, yes. They're already cosplaying like crazy. I believe there were even folks dressing up as the character last Halloween, which was a month before the game was released.
Wow.
And they were
Hardcore.
people already knew.
Yeah, yeah. There was a lot of the character was only mentioned one time in a comic book, and so there was already like some speculation. Fans were really curious, you know, who was behind the mask. People were talking about it on Reddit, and
wow.
So that's why I haven't been able to talk about it. And even now, like when I was like, I'm the second sister, I was like,
Can
wait.
I say it? Did I break the NDA?
Yeah, exactly.
Is there a chance that they're going to be incorporating this character into any future Star Wars films, and maybe you
That
get
I
a
don't.
lead? In, you know,
I'm gonna pray on it.
Let's manifest
Yeah,
it together
we'll
right
manifest
now.
it.
Yeah.
Well, okay, we have a minute left. You brought up the meditating.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a big meditator.
Oh,
Explain,
cool.
you know, your path. I noticed. Is that turquoise? What's
This
what
is
crystal?
Jade.
Jade.
The
Okay.
laughing Buddha.
The laughing Buddha, and also brings you success, right? That's what Jade's for. So a little bit of.
Oh, I didn't know
hopefully.
that.
But tell us about your meditating practice.
Yeah, I started meditating a few years ago, and my focused area in the wellness space is mindfulness. So it's just really about being as present as possible with some curiosity and some kindness, and kind of unhooking from like the mind wanting to bring us into the future, the past, and fantasy.
Ooh, you better get that Star Wars money and that, you know, meditation.
I hope so.
But this is interesting. I think that, so not to be in the past, not to be, you know, somewhere in the future, to be in the present.
Yeah.
And when you meditate, do you try to clear your mind completely, or do you focus on a mantra or focus on some thought?
Yeah, it would be really kind of difficult to try to clear the mind completely. That's like one of the big misconceptions about meditation, because we have, I think, like 50,000 thoughts a day.
Right.
It's
Wow.
pretty rapid fire. It'd be kind of amazing if you could clear that. So it's really not so much about needing the thoughts to not be there. It's just finding something else more interesting.
Okay.
Like the breath or the sound or the body sensation, just anything that's kind of able to like anchor us in this moment.
In the present, right.
Yeah, and then noticing when the mind pulls us away, it's like, noticing coming back, and then that becomes like super useful in everyday life.
Because once you master the mind, then you can master the mind in more challenging parts of your life. So if you can master your mind in meditation,
Exactly.
later on,
It's like
it won't,
practice.
right. Your mind won't lead you, you'll lead your mind.
Yeah, you just introducing yourself to having a little bit more choice
Right.
in the matter.
And more heart,
Yeah.
and more breath.
Exactly.
I want to have you back. You're
I'd
beautiful.
love to be back.
So
Thank
Party
you.
of Five, Roadhead, and the video game is called?
Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
Yeah, thank you. Elizabeth Grullon, thank you so much for being
Thank
here.
you. Thank
And
you,
when we
guys.
come back, we're going to be hanging out with Michael Campion, so stay here.
And our house feels so packed because we're with the star of Fuller House, Mr. Michael Campion. How's it going?
Michael Campion! Now, you're an honorary Latino because Campion, we can pronounce it like
Yes.
Spanish.
I'm totally cool with that. Fantastic.
All right, so this is the thing about, because I used to watch Full House, you know, when I was a kid, the original one. Were their last names Fuller?
Yeah. So no. In the original.
The Fullers are but you're not part of the main family in Fuller House. It's another family that just happens to.
Right, in Full House it was Tanner,
Yeah.
and this one is Fuller. And
Who
it's
are
kinda
the
like
Fullers
Clarence.
again?
Okay, so DJ got married to Tommy Fuller, and so I am Jackson Fuller, and then there's Max Fuller, and then the family. We're the only Fullers there. Everyone else has separate.
But
names.
is there there's still Tanners in the show, right?
Well, they say Tanner
Yes.
Fuller. That's what they say.
Okay.
But
It's a
I don't know,
hyphen now.
It's
It's
a
a
hyphen.
hyphen.
It's a Tanner Fuller because Tommy died, and then it's a whole my dad in the show died, sort of like the mom in the other show.
well,
died.
Tommy was played by the comedian.
I have no idea.
Bob
I've
Saget?
never-
Is Bob Saget in your show?
Yes.
Yes.
How is he off camera?
Oh, he's amazing.
Wait,
he's
but
my
is he-
favorite. I love him.
Is he like? Does he say a bunch of dirty jokes all the time?
Oh yeah, and that's the best part about him. We're like, hey, you gotta close your ears, Elias. Okay.
All I want
my
to know
God.
is whose blood is John Stamos sucking? Because that man, he gets better with age. He looks,
Dude,
looks so
listen.
good. I'm like, how does he not age? He looks
They
so
all
good.
look so good. Every single one of them. And then I asked him, like,
Everybody but Aunt Becky.
everybody but Aunt. Oh.
No.
Oh boy.
We're cutting, don't worry.
No, it's fine. No, but I asked them about that actually, and literally every single one of them says that they have a magic potion that they all drink, and they've all said the exact same thing. And I go, where can I find it? Because I want to be on Fullest House.
I know.
I'm
I
like in the
agree.
same way, you know.
Nice, because dude, that show was like what, 30 years ago, 20 years ago?
Probably. Yeah.
That's like a whole generation and a half ago.
Whole generation.
Now, was it nerve-wracking for you to step into such an iconic show? Were you nervous?
Oh man, I'm beyond nervous because I got into it and it just all happened so fast. And then before you knew it, I got my hair cut and then I was on set and I was meeting everyone. And my first scene was with John Stamos and it was like, wow. So it was really crazy in the beginning. But then, as time went on, I kind of got used to the idea and then it just kind of fell into place. Now I'm here. It's really crazy.
As a hardcore fan, I just want to know, will the Olsen twins ever come back to the show, given this is the last season? Well, can you say anything? Can you?
You know what? You gotta watch it. That's all I can say.
Olsen twins. All right, give me a shoe 5. Ready?
Shoe 5?
Yeah, ready? Yeah, with that, ready?
Yeah. Ooh, yeah.
Okay.
That was dope.
And Dennis, do you want one?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Oh my goodness.
I thought you were gonna leave me out.
All right, man. So Fuller House. So what other acting stuff do you got on tap? Is it other things going on? Comedies, dramas, sci-fi, video games?
Well, that's the question. Well, now I've been kind of shifting my focus, not away from acting, but also more towards like magic. I perform at the Magic Castle. I'm not sure if you guys know.
Yeah, so
know
we've
that.
been there. So what was how did you?
guys
What
like
was the process that you had to go through to get into the Magic Castle?
Oh man, it's very rigorous. You have to audition, and they only hold it twice a year, and only like 3% get in each time. And so I was one out of like 3, and there was like 24 kids who went in. So you have to have one set that's exactly 5 minutes. If it's over, they cut you, and then you have to audition for another show. You have like 3 like audition phases. It's really crazy.
You got into the junior program,
Junior program, right?
Wow.
So now I audition. Now I work on the weekends.
Do you have a favorite magic trick? Can you make me disappear?
Do me a favor, oh, that's the next one I'm gonna learn. I'll make people disappear.
Yeah, because you're gonna do one after the break. But go ahead and answer. Do you have a favorite magic trick that you like to do that's maybe a little bigger than what you could do here?
You know, I do have a favorite magic trick that I actually might just do here.
Oh wow!
What?
Yeah.
An exclusive?
This is a Michael Campion exclusive here.
I like this. Last time you did a card trick, but now we gotta, we gotta mix it up.
Now we're veering away a little bit.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
nice. How much time are you dedicating per week to all these like magic trickery, I guess?
Well, oh gosh, I'd have to a week.
Yeah, or like how much time goes into that?
Well, I guess a day. I mean, I'd spend about 3 hours a day.
Really?
Yeah, because it's looking for because there's about 5 areas of magic. There's stage, there's close up, there's strolling, which is like walking around. There's like organic magic, like being able to pick up something and do it, and then there's like bar bets and those like little betcha things, like where you can win money off of it.
What about like mentalism? Is that part of magic or no?
Yes. Mentalism is, but it could be stage mentalism, close up. It could be any of those sorts of things. So I try to make myself as diverse as possible and learn as much as I can. And the one that I have for you guys today is probably my absolute favorite.
If you need a beautiful assistant, take your pick from the 3 of us.
I got you guys. Okay, great.
Perfect. I think we're gonna. Are we ready for the break or do we? 2 minutes. Okay, so let's get back to the Magic Castle. I live by there.
Oh, really?
And when I came as a little kid, I actually took pictures there. I didn't really know what it was, but when I first came here, I was able to go to a dinner with friends and experience it. I've been there a couple times. I had a friend who was there as a magician. He was Swedish, but he left a couple years ago, so I doubt you ran into because you were just a recent.
Yeah, just last year.
What is it? What like that? How old is that building? And is it haunted? Like, what's the history of the Magic Castle?
Well, it's been around since the 60s, and boy, I'll tell you, it is very haunted. I've been there at night. I've been there when it's closed. Dude, there's some weird, weird stuff. Just like it's old, crickety, all these noises. You got these things looking at you. There's all these there's all these paintings, and you just get the weird there's something watching me here. It's like I don't like
but
that.
do you also think that because people are messing with magic to a certain degree, even though some magic might be a trick?
Yeah. Oh, they've had like Ouija board sessions there.
Yeah.
It moves on its own.
Do you think I'm lying? I'm telling you
Now,
right here.
are you a believer in this kind of stuff? Are you a believer in ghosts and energy and things like that?
I'm gonna say yes.
I am too, so don't feel judged.
Yeah.
I am too.
Yeah.
So I feel that if you're in a place now, some magicians might be completely agnostic and atheists and be like, no, we're doing card tricks and there's a trick to it and there's nothing magical, there's no spirits and all. But I believe that just the intent attracts a certain energy.
I think so.
And the intent behind the building, and there's so many hidden aspects to it. It's just to me.
There's so many hidden little places.
And where it is in Hollywood, by the way, that's like right in the middle of old Hollywood hills and stuff. So like, there's a lot of Hollywood Noir energy. Are we ready to go to commercial? Because when we come back, we're gonna do some. Okay, no. And so, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do I sound crazy?
Have you guys been?
I have.
Okay.
I have been.
I gotta take you.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
in. Anytime.
I'm in.
That'd be great.
I heard
I'm
dinner is good
performing
there.
in March, like every Sunday. So
No, nice.
Every Sunday?
Every Sunday.
Dude, I'm there because I live right, and it's so good. Let's
go.
Only John Stamos is going.
And let me tell you
John
something.
Stamos is going.
And you know what's cool, guys? They have like bars throughout the whole thing.
They do.
Really?
So, yeah, so you can make yourself
saw
an
John
old
Rivers there
fashioned.
once.
Not Michael, he's not making himself a drink yet. How many years before you can have yourself an old fashioned?
Well, I'm gonna be 18 in July.
Oh,
so.
there's still a couple of years left.
Dude, you're so ahead of the game. Are you the youngest guy there?
No. 13 is the youngest. It's from 13 to 21. So.
The junior.
For the junior program.
But
I've been doing magic since I was 8. I just got into the program.
But the thing is, you're ready to graduate to the adult thing because you're also an actor. You got an inside track. All right, now guys, the time has come. We're gonna take a break. It's the last break. We're gonna come back with Michael Campion. He's gonna do a trick, a magic, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
The zoo. It's happening. Michael Campion is going to perform a trick.
The time has come.
Yeah, and he's going to use Dennis's phone. Dennis, did you clear off all the extra
Dennis.
pictures?
I didn't. Sorry.
Got your browser history gone? Okay, wonderful. Okay. Now, we didn't have any prearranged things before this, right?
No,
right?
no,
Okay,
nothing.
great. Now, what I want you to do is go into your browser. It could be Safari. It could be
Gulp.
whatever it is here. Okay.
Okay, my browser. So
Yeah.
like my okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say Safari, but you don't have an iPhone.
Ay, Dios
So
mío, let's
Chrome,
see.
whatever
What
it
I
is.
have here is
As long as you can get in.
Oh, good. It's Instagram.
He has a great body.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so what happens now?
Okay. So here, now, do you mind if I just?
No, go ahead.
Okay, amazing.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna pull up. You can't see this one.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Okay. No, it's
Blinders,
okay.
Dennis,
It's
blinders.
okay.
Blinders.
Now I'm gonna pull up an image here.
Oh, freak. What the hell are you going to pull out from there?
Don't worry.
Nothing that's any worse than when you pulled up on your phone.
This will be legwork for you.
I'm sweating. I'm sweating underneath this shirt. I'm like, are you going to take out? Okay, what is it?
Okay. I'm gonna put it right here. It's gonna be useful in just 1 second.
Okay.
All right. I just put it right there.
You better not have Google search my name and it's about not.
It's not your name. Don't worry. Okay. Now, what I want you to do, okay, in your mind's eye, I just want you to think of a car, all right?
Okay.
But I want you to think of the year,
Okay.
the make,
Okay.
and the model. So, for instance, like a 2018 Honda Civic.
Okay.
Okay. All right. You have that in your mind?
You want me to think about Honda Civic?
No.
Okay, let's give you an example. Jesus Christ.
Think of your specific car. It could be anyone.
Okay.
You got it. Okay. You have it locked in your brain?
Yes.
Okay. Now change it. It can be anything else.
Okay.
You have it? Okay. Now go ahead and tell us here.
You want me to tell you?
Well, yeah. Go ahead and tell.
The first one or the second one?
What?
The first one or the second one?
The one that you have in your mind right
Oh,
this
okay.
second.
It's a Jeep.
Yeah, but what the
Year?
the year
Oh,
you make?
freak! I don't know what year it is. It's such a
Pick
Jeep.
a year. Okay, stop.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a 2008 Toyota Corolla. Yes.
A 2008
Toyota Corolla.
Toyota Corolla.
What happened to the Jeep?
Well, it had to change it because I
Have you
don't know
locked
what
in
year
your
the Jeep is.
Okay, so you
He's
had
gotten more
one.
eco-friendly with this choice.
You had one. You changed your mind, and now we're locked in.
Okay.
A 2008
Toyota Corolla.
Okay.
Now, if I flip over that phone, and there's an image of your car, how amazed would you be right now?
Oh my goodness! I think I would pee in my pants right now.
Actually, what I'd like you to do is just go ahead and flip over your phone.
Oh my gosh.
for me.
If it's a
Well,
Toyota
it's
Corolla-
okay. You might have to type in your password.
I want to bring the close-up onto the phone.
It's on Google.
Is it? That's very strange. Do you have?
Oh, wait, you know what it is?
Do you have Wi-Fi here?
A little bit.
A little bit.
I wonder if maybe a button got pressed by accident.
Oh no, that's quite all right.
It was the ghost from the
Let me see
Magic
this real
Castle.
fast.
Oh
They
my gosh.
came here and
No, you're gonna have to do it with me. Do it with me.
Okay.
Sorry,
I'll
I
do
don't know,
it with you.
something
You know
went-
what?
something went
This
astray.
is just extra
He's
credibility
horrible
here.
with instructions.
You know what? That's quite all right. This is totally fun.
Wait,
Do you have? Wait, with this one here.
It
you
has
have
to be
your
with my phone.
It could be whatever. It could be whatever you want. You know what? That's totally fine.
Okay.
You did a great job. That's
Thank
all right.
you.
All my hitchhiking ghosts probably just interfere with it.
You're not winning the car today.
You're not winning the car today. Right.
the 2008
Freak!
Toyota
Oh
Corolla.
my goodness. Okay.
Okay.
That was your choice, really? You wouldn't even pick a... I see you in a Mercedes.
I know,
Something
but I
with
don't
a
know
jet
what
motor.
year
the worst.
model is.
You're the worst. He tells you to pick one, and then with the
That's
ear,
probably why
it's
it went
too
wrong.
much. You know what? Because he gave you 3 directions. You can never tell Dennis 3 things.
Okay,
Right, go ahead.
okay. I pulled up an image now.
Okay.
Okay, we're not gonna use yours. You're not gonna use yours. You're just gonna think of a car. It could be the year, the make, and the model. All right? It could be
Okay.
any
Make it
one that
good.
you want.
Okay.
Gotta make
Make
it
it
good
good.
this time.
Do I need to change it like he did, or are we going with my first choice?
Well, let
Well,
him
it could
say
be your first choice, second choice, whatever it is that you want.
Do you want me to say it out loud?
Just go ahead and say it on.
A 2009 Chevy Camaro.
2009
Chevy Camaro.
Okay, just gotta make sure that we've locked this in. Would you like to change your mind?
No.
No, locked in. Okay. If we flip over this phone here,
Yeah.
Okay.
and it's a picture of that car,
Right.
how amazed would you be on a
I'm gonna be super amazed.
Super amazed?
Yes.
I don't know.
All right. Let's see here.
Wait a minute. Get that phone in focus, honey.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, right.
That house is full of magic.
It has
That
it's
is
indeed full of
insane.
magic.
Here's what I think you did.
Tell me.
You went to some website or thing that hears me say it out loud. And then
Okay,
it brings
you
it
want to
up.
say don't say it out loud. Write it on a piece of paper.
Give me a piece of
I
paper.
have chills. Can I
Give me a
have
piece of paper.
the underarm sweat that I have right now can't even be paralleled.
I just want to know the ending of Fuller House. My goodness gracious.
What happened to John Samos?
So am I writing it right now?
Hold on one moment here. So, just go ahead and pull up whatever browser you'd like me to go to here. This one here?
Okay.
Okay.
Can we ask you questions while you do
I'm
it?
gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna walk up there.
Okay. The last time you were on the show, you were single. Are you still single, Michael?
I mean, listen.
What's going on in the love arena? Tell
Okay,
us
okay.
while you do whatever you have to do on Umberto's cell phone.
Well,
Yes. Tell me.
you know, I have a little something going on.
Is this someone famous?
A little, maybe just a little bit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're keeping it a little
Hush,
low key
hush?
over here. We're keeping it hush hush.
He can't listen.
So have
he
you
has
ever-
female fans that they don't want to hear that he's in a
Oh, this is
relationship.
true, this is true,
And
okay.
whatever fling he's having with some famous person doesn't. They're like keep it under arrest for a little bit, but we get
Okay.
it. But you're so kind of sort of taken.
Kind of, sort of taking.
Kind of,
That's,
sorta.
that's,
So back off,
that's a good place
ladies.
to be.
Yeah,
a good place
and
to be.
gentlemen.
Keep it in the mystery.
We're keeping it in the mystery here. That's
Okay.
exactly what
All
it
right,
is.
so I'm gonna write this down.
Okay, go ahead and write it down. I don't want you to say it out loud at all.
Oh my goodness.
Michael, I have to tell you what I'm really learning during this interview is what horrible taste they both have in cars.
You know,
I mean, I wouldn't have picked either of
That's quite all
those.
right.
Like, sorry, I would go for a luxury vehicle.
I would go for a luxury vehicle, but sometimes I don't know the make
Wait,
or
here's the thing.
year and all that stuff. I just
I
know
thought
that
about something, but then I changed it. Is that gonna affect the?
No, go ahead and change it however many times. you
Okay.
It better be a good car. Umberto.
This is really bad handwriting.
Don't screw this up, okay?
No, it's
Here,
actually
make
like a
it
really
make it
normal.
big so these guys can see it.
Okay, it's really a normal car.
Are you gonna become an engineer? Are you gonna go to college? We want to know these
Oh,
things.
and I actually have something I want to ask
Okay,
you.
yeah.
I read somewhere that you want to be on Dancing with the Stars.
Oh, like the junior thing? Oh, heck yeah.
Do you think you'd be good on Dancing with the
I think
Stars?
so. I think
Yeah.
I'm a better dancer than I am a singer.
Okay, what do I do?
Okay.
Ready?
I will answer that in a second. Okay, so it's this one here?
Yeah.
Okay. Can everyone see it?
It's
Yeah.
a 2011 Volkswagen.
You can't say it. You can't. Don't say
Oh,
it.
that's right.
Shush, Umberto.
If you want this to be a thing, okay. Oh, is it this one here? Okay. I just want you guys to see this.
Okay.
Does everyone see it?
We're seeing it,
All
we're
the
seeing
camera
it.
people see it? Okay.
This better be good.
I haven't
Michael.
touched your
I
phone.
see it right.
We
Another poor
haven't done
choice.
anything.
Okay.
If you flip over that phone,
Right.
and it's a picture of that, how amazed would you be?
Did you see how amazed I was last time?
I don't know.
Dios mío, what in the world is going on here? Oh my goodness, how do you do this, Michael? Can you help me pay my bills?
I can 100% make you pay your
Thank you.
bills here. I can make this all disappear.
You know, I'm thinking about playing Lotto. What numbers are you seeing?
That's so
That's
funny.
amazing. I don't know how in the world you did that. That's
Wow.
crazy.
Okay,
we
listen,
did not.
Hold on. Okay, so
rehearse
is
this.
that
Who's gonna
is
win
that-
the election?
Is that who's gonna win the
He's
election?
not Walter Mercado.
No, you know what? Don't say it because then you're gonna get in trouble because it's
I'm
probably,
gonna get in trouble,
It's
yeah.
probably not what everybody wants
No
to
one
hear.
can know that.
I know. But did you use like Come on, man. Give us at least a hint of
No, you can't. You can't.
I had to sell my soul.
Okay.
That's the official
So
explanation.
every time you do magic like that, you sell the soul.
I don't know.
That's
I'm not even out of high school yet. I'm not entirely sure.
Dude, you're an amazing guy. I want to say you're an amazing kid, but you're growing up. You're becoming a young man right before our eyes. I can't wait to see the finale of Fuller House.
Thank you so much.
And I want to see what you do next, and I'm gonna go check you at the Magic Castle.
Awesome.
All right.
All right.
Remember who your friends
house,
are.
please invite me.
I will invite all of you guys. It'll be a great time.
I want to thank
She wants
Elizabeth
to go
Grullon.
too.
I'm gonna follow her on Instagram. She's amazing and beautiful, and I already follow him. Guys, keep it locked on the zoo every week, this time on this channel, and just hang out with us and our amazing friends. Till next time, peace.
Bye.